Hello, this is Jim and Ben with DC Digital. Today we're demonstrating a new product. It is adaptation or improvement on an older product. This is a DC-409T-DN event, countdown to an event timer, and we've added a network card so that we can set up events, multiple events, and it automatically toggles to those events throughout time. Once it zeroes out the first event, it goes to the next event. And obviously we have a network connection that you can do this all through your computer or your cell phone, and you can set this up. This specific unit is a 4-inch high. We have 7 digits on this one. The customer did not want to see the seconds, but that is most certainly going to be our standard product and is available. He also wanted a PoE, so this is all powered over the internet or over the network, I'm sorry, and Ethernet, and it does have the Ethernet connection for your network. Ben is going to demonstrate how to set the software up so that you can put the next, how many is it, 25?
20
times that you want to count down to your event, count down to your event times. So we'll go ahead and have Ben take us through the software.
Okay, so this is our standard networking clock as well, so it does keep atomic time while it's counting down to the next event. It also syncs up with an NTP server to maintain accurate time of day. So if you set an event for 4 o'clock on any given day, it will count down to that event and keep accurate time during that process.
So we need to set up as an Ntp clock first. So this timer has to sync up with Ntp time first before it knows how many days, hours, minutes that is to that scheduled time.
Yes, so we have a total of 4 pages here. We have the home page, which shows the NTP server information, the networking information, and the time information as well. So then you have the countdown schedule, NTP clock settings, and Lan settings. On your Lan settings tab, you can set a username and password, and that will lock out the countdown schedule and the NTP clock settings, as well as the Lan settings themselves. So all the settings and configuration can be behind a password. They are in fact actually behind a password. The default is username and password, but you can change those here on this tab, as well as change your network configuration here. You can name the device whatever you would like to name it, and then you can see that in your router when it configures with your router. You can then see that name populate.
We send them DHCP, so you just plug it in and it automatically gets the IP address from your router. But you can see this MAC address on your router.
You can see the device name and MAC address on your router, yes. You set your clock up here. The 12/24 hour doesn't have any bearing on this product, but you set your NTP server address here. We ship it out going to the US time base, time.nist.gov, and you set your update interval from 1 minute to 1800 minutes as to comply with whatever your server host rules are.
We default 1 minute.
Yeah. We also go to the Eastern Daylight Savings by default. You can either pick from one of the US time zones here in this list, or if you have an international zone, you can type in a command string. This is a POSIX command string called a TZENV, time zone environment variable. You can type that in there, and then that will set your time zone for automatic daylight savings changes. Once you've set up your clock and it's all working, and the home page looks like this, it's got everything on there. Here's also your MAC address as well, and then if you've successfully synchronized and when you last synchronized with the time server, what your polling interval is, your time zone information at the bottom. You can then go into your countdown schedule. So we are counting down to June 15th, 2022 at 10:47 p.m. and it is currently I don't know what time it currently is. It's currently 9:22 a.m. on June 1st. So 14 minutes and 13 hours and 14 days, 13 hours, 24 minutes later, it will be 10:47 p.m. I'm going to go ahead and add an event here for the purposes of this video, and I'm going to add it to right now.
So you go over to this icon right here, which is a calendar icon.
Yeah.
And it pulls up this mini calendar on your screen.
Yes, and it lets you set the date and time, and then when you change the schedule, it will sort that list and begin your countdown to the most recent event, which is 1 minute from now. And then once the countdown reaches 0, it will remove this event from the list, but it won't start counting down to the next event until midnight tonight. So it'll wait until midnight, and then it'll look at this list again and say, okay, now we're counting down to the next event. And that is because this is a long duration event timer. We want it to be able to
sit at 0 for
the day. It'll let you celebrate the day that you've counted down to. So you can, of course, if you wanted to. So if I refresh this page, you'll see that
has gone.
That's gone, and it's now waiting to the next event. So if you wanted to start counting down to this event because you didn't want it sitting at 0, you would just need to come down here and change your schedule, and it'll automatically count down to that next event.
Okay, I want to show that. Okay.
So as was said earlier, it counts down to 20 total events. So if you have a football schedule, or you have a series of NASCAR races, or whatever it is that you want to count down to, you can put the whole list in here, and it'll count down to those events.
That's good. All right, sounds good. So again, this is a countdown to an event network connected timer, and can be fully adjusted through your network, and it pulls the NTP time off your server so everything is synced up and organizes the times so you can have 20 different events. You can pre-schedule those in advance, and it counts down to those events as they occur. So again, this is Jim and Ben with DC Digital, and this is a DC-409T and it is a network with an N. Countdown to an event timer. Thanks for watching.